Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Some few hours ago, Peter Obi's legal team, Labour Party legal team, wrote their own final written petition addressing the issues that Bola Tinubu and Shetima's lawyer raised over the issue of 25%. They also raised the issue of the $460,000 US dollars forfeiture that was made in the 1990s over some of the dealings he had in United States when he was in the United States of America. I'm talking about Bola Tinubu. Well, the 42 pages that Peter Obi's legal team wrote resonated. A lot of Nigerians screamed because it took time. It really took time to discuss a lot of things, trashed out a lot of things, and also hampered on the issue of that $460,000 US dollar forfeiture, using the Constitution of Nigeria as a case study, saying Nigeria is so sacrosanct when it comes to the issue of Constitution that if you ever have been fined or have been jailed or have been prosecuted, you do not stand a chance of, contesting for presidential seat, how much more even winning. Okay, and they also didn't stop. They talked about those 25%. They also took their time to explain more on those two, especially. But it looks like Olanikweku, senior advocate of Nigeria, Wole Olanikweku, senior advocate of Nigeria, the lead lawyer representing Bola Tinubu and Shetima, realizing how far that has got, have decided to respond immediately with the 14 pages over the same thing that the Labour Party wrote for the 42 pages. Let's hear him out, or let's read out what he wrote. In summary, of course, it's quite long, 14 pages. It will take a whole day, but I'm going to give highlight of what he wrote in his 14 pages just to debunk, because the way this Labour Party's Peter Obi's 42 pages is going is as if you don't win. Okay, you don't win. Let's find out very quickly. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, according to the news, Wole Olanikweku, the counsel to the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and Vice President Kashim Shettima, has responded to the final written address filed by the counsels of Peter Obi and the Labour Party LP. Obi, the standard bearer of the Labour Party, is challenging the victory of Tinubu in the February 25th presidential polls. Olanikweku, in a response filed some few hours ago before the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, asked the court to dismiss Obi and Labour Party's petition and their final written address. Haba, why now? Let's find out. The petitioners had said that Tinubu was not eligible to run for the office of the president due to the forfeiture of the $460,000 US dollars in the US and his failure to secure 25% of the vote cast in the Federal Capital Territory FCT. Now, in a 14-page response, Tinubu's lawyers argued that Obi and Labour Party abandoned their petition in their final written address. How? They asked the court to dismiss the argument over the clear manifestation and display of abandonment of the entire petition. Order 22 Rule 5 of the Federal High Court Civil Procedure Rules 2019, which is applicable to the proceedings, mandates that a written address shall contain, subset C, the issues arising from the evidence for determination, Tinubu lawyers said. Now, from this simple grammatical provision of the rules, it is clear that the petitioners have not formulated any issue for determination capable of being considered or countenanced by this honorable court, and the court can also not consider their address without issues for determination being presented by them. Arising from the foregoing, this honorable court is urged, as respondents have done in their final address, to dismiss the petition, not only for the reasons and submissions contained in that address, but also for the clear manifestation and display of abandonment of the entire petition. Forfeiture, not conviction based. Now, Tinubu's lawyer did not stop there. They also went further by saying that the forfeiture made by the president in the US did not arise from a conviction. That non-conviction based forfeiture, that's NCBF, of the type referenced in Exhibit P5 is typically the outcome of an in rem action and does not involve trial or conviction for an offense, the lawyers argued. The president's lawyers said Obi and Labour Party did not address the purported failure of INEC to supply them from ECSAS in several polling units and the allegations of mutilations, cancellations, and outright swapping of votes. Throughout their address, this sweeping statement has not been activated by pointing to any specific form ECSA which is caught by the alleged vices or which contains any figure, vote, swapped in favor of the second and fourth respondent against the petitioners, what the figures are and how the said figures have affected their vote, and how the said conjectured figures have added the votes of the respondent, the lawyer said. With respect, then the entire address, like the petition itself, is a friction. Abba. This is the reply, sharp. Our senior advocate of Nigeria, Wole Olanipeku, representing Bola Ahmed Tinubu Shetima, gave. They did not wait. Sharp. In summary, what they are saying is that then Peter Obi's lawyers left the whole petition that they came for and went for. That one of their petition was that they added remove the vote meant for Peter Obi and give to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and all that, and the final written address based on that is friction. They could not, this was a technical grammars going on. Don't forget that this whole thing is plenty. Labour Party, Peter Obi's lawyer, just addressed that of Bola Ahmed Tinubu Shetima. Labour Party, Peter Obi's lawyer, will still have to address for that of INEC because they've not done the final written argument, the final written address yet. So Peter Obi and Labour Party will also respond to that. And also APC have also not given their own final written address, of which Peter Obi and Labour Party lawyer have also not responded to that. So they should have allowed Peter Obi and Labour Party lawyers to, you brought your own, they responded. You don't know if in that of INEC now, that's where they will go to because INEC refused to give them those forms. So that's where they were probably going to go to because this one is where they are going to. Because I could still remember that when they brought out their lawyers stroke actually, that's also the minority leader. Is the majority leader of APC in the Senate. When he came in, they cross-examined him. It was even from there said they got another evidence there, sharp. The Labour Party lawyers did not waste time in that one. It's also, they should have waited because who knows, that points they raised may actually be for INEC response or even for APC response. And let's see how it plays out because it's now lawyer to lawyer. It's getting interesting. Honestly, I want to see how the judges will full give their verdict on this matter. It's getting really interesting. This is technicalities going on.